Good day. Let's check for divisibility by these prime numbers 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19. Alright, first problem, 6,265. Is this number divisible by 7? Okay, we're not dividing by 7, we're checking for divisibility. So to check for divisibility by the number 7, what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to multiply by 2, and then we're going to subtract. Okay, we're going to take this last digit, multiply by 2, and then subtract from the remaining digits. So 5 times 2 give us 10. Okay, and then we're going to subtract 10 from the remaining digits. So we get this number here, 616. Okay, we're going to repeat this process. We're going to take the last digit here, multiply it by 2, and then subtract it from the remaining digits. So 6 times 2 give us 12. So now we have 61 minus 12. Okay, 61 minus 12. 61 minus 12 give us 49. Okay, now we see that this number here, 49, is divisible by 7. Okay, that's 7 times 7. So we're going to go ahead and say yes, 6,265 is divisible by 7, yes. Okay, you see we just do this process. Take the last digit, multiply it by 2, and then subtract it from the remaining digits. Take the last digit, multiply it by 2, subtract it from the remaining digits. Keep repeating this process till you get a number that is a multiple of 7. So, if you get your answer down here, it's 7, 21, 28, 35, etc. The original number is going to be divisible by 7. Also, if you get a 0, okay, if you get a 0, while you do this process, you do this whole process, you get a 0. Okay, that's also going to be a yes. The entire number is divisible by 7. All right, and obviously if you do this process, you go through this process and you get a number here that is not divisible by 7, then the answer will be no. Okay, so if you get a number that is not divisible by 7, it's no. If you get a number that's a multiple of 7 or 0, then the answer is going to be yes. All right, is this number 57,354, is this number divisible by 11? Okay, to check for divisibility by 11, we're going to subtract every other alternating number. Okay, so 4, 3, and 5, and 5 and 7. So I like to call this odd minus evens or alternating. Now what I mean by odd minus evens is starting at the right, okay, and going to the left, starting at the right, going to the left. This is the first digit. This is the second. This is the third. This is the fourth. This is the fifth. Okay, here's the odds. 1, 3, 5. Here's the evens, 2 and 4. Okay, so we're going to take the odd numbers here, 4, 3, and 7. 4, 3, and 5. So 4 plus 3 plus 5. Okay, there's the odds. We're going to subtract the evens. 5 plus 7. Okay, 4, 3, and 5. That give us 12. 5 and 7 give us 12. We get our answer as 0. Okay, once again, if we do this process where we subtract every other one, or alternating, we subtract the alternating digits. If we get a 0, 11, 22, 33, 44, etc. as an answer, then we're going to say yes. Okay, this number that we started with is divisible by 11, yes. Okay, if you do this process and you get a number, you subtract every other one. So I add these up and I subtract these ones. Add up the greens, subtract the reds. Okay, here's the green ones. Here's the red ones. That if I do this process and I get a number that is not a multiple of 11 or 0, if I get any other number, then the answer is going to be no. So when you do this process, you have to get one of these numbers as a result, or any multiple of 11. Okay, 0 counts as well. So any of these numbers, the answer is going to be yes. Okay, to check for divisibility by 13, what we want to do is we want to multiply by 4, okay, and then we're going to add. So we're going to take this last digit, We're going to multiply it by 4, and then we're going to add it to the remaining. So 7 times 4 give us 28. So we're going to add 28. Okay, right here, lining it up. Take the last digit, multiply it by 4, and add it to the remaining digits. This is the remaining digits. So the 6, this 8 for 28 goes underneath the 6. So here we go. We're going to add these together. 6 and 8 give us 14. So 4 carry 1. 1, 9, and 2, that's 12. 2 carry a 1. 1 and 1 is 2. 6 and 1. Okay, now we're going to repeat the same process. We're going to take this last digit, multiply it by 4, and then we're going to add it to the remaining digits. So 4 times 4, that gives us 16. So we're going to add 16 here to everything that's underlined in red. We're going to add it to all these digits here underlined in red. Okay, 2 and 6 give us 8. 2 and 1 is 3. 6 and 1 carry down. Okay, once again, we're going to take this last digit, multiply it by 4, and then we're going to add it to the remaining digits. Okay, 8 times 4, that gives us 32. 8 times 4 is 32, so we're going to add 32. 195. Again, let's repeat this process. Let's take this last digit, multiply it by 4, and then add to the remaining digits. So 5 times 4 give us 20, so we're going to add 20. Okay, 19 and 20 give us 39. Okay, 19 and 20 give us 39. Now we can see that 39 is a multiple of 13, right? 39 equals 13 times 3. So we're going to go ahead and say yes, the original number is divisible by 13. Okay, because we did this process, we got a number at the very end that's divisible by 13. So we're going to say our original number, yes, it is divisible by 13. Okay, also if you get a 0, 13, 26, 39, okay, etc., or a multiple of, a multiple of 13 or 0, if you get a 0, 0 counts as well for a yes. Okay, to check for divisibility by 17, we want to multiply by 5, okay, and then subtract. So we're going to take this last digit, multiply it by 5, and then subtract it from the remaining digits. 8 times 5 give us 40. So we're going to subtract 40 here. Okay, 2 minus 0 give us 2. 7 minus 4, 3. And these other numbers just come down. Once again, we're going to take this last digit, multiply it by 5, then subtract it from these remaining digits. Okay, 2 times 5 is 10. So we're going to subtract 10. 3 minus 0, 3. 8 minus 1 is 7. Those numbers come down. We're going to take this, again, this last digit, multiply it by 5, subtract from the remaining digits. So 3 times 5 is 15. 7 minus 5, 2. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. Okay, almost done. Let's take this last digit, multiply it by 5, add to the remaining digits. Subtract from the remaining digits. So 2 times 5 give us 10. Okay. 10 minus 10 give us 0. Once again, we get a 0 here, so we're going to go ahead and say yes. Okay, this number is divisible by 17. Remember, if you get a 0 or a 17 or a multiple of 17, okay, then you're going to go ahead and say yes. Okay, if you do this process, you get all the way down here and you get some other number that is not a 0 or 17, then it's going to be a no. So you have to get one of these numbers to get a yes. Okay, checking for divisibility by 19. Last problem. What we want to do is multiply it by 2 and then add. Okay, so we're going to take this last digit, multiply it by 2, and then add it to the remaining digits. So 2 times 3 give us 6. Remember, we're going to add here. So then we're just lining up with these remaining digits. So 1 and 6, that give us 7. Okay, and those other numbers come down. Okay, once again, we're going to take this last digit, multiply it by 2, and add it to the remaining digits. So 7 times 2 give us 14, so let's add 14 here. Okay, 1 and 4, that give us 5. 6 and 1 give us 7, and that 4 comes down. Okay, let's repeat this process again. Let's take this last number, multiply it by 2, add to the remaining digits. 5 times 2 is 10. 47 and 10 give us 57. Okay, let's see if we can do this one more time. Let's take this last digit, multiply it by 2, add to the remaining digits. So 7 times 2 give us 14. So we're going to add 14 here. And what do we get? 5 and 14 give us 19. So we're going to say yes. Okay, the original number is divisible by 19. So remember, if we get a 0 or a 19 or any multiple of 19, okay, any multiple of 19, then the answer is going to be yes. Okay, so here's kind of the key. When you're doing divisible by 7, you want to multiply it by 2 and then subtract. When you're doing by 11, you want to do odds minus evens alternating. Okay, starting from right and then going to the left. Or I should probably write it like this. Right to left. Okay, alternating. Okay, divisibility by 13. We're going to multiply by 4 and then add. Okay, divisibility by 17. We're going to multiply by 5 and then subtract. Okay, and finally divisibility by 19. We're going to multiply by 2 and then add. Okay, these are kind of your keys here. Alright, it's kind of a short video on how to check divisibility by a couple prime numbers. If you like these type of videos, please hit the like button and leave a comment down below. If you want to see more of these videos, simply subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you.